All right. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to shuffle these cards. I want you to tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. Remember that card. I can't see that card, but we'll show it to the screen. Okay, you remember the card, right? Okay. This is going to be a mind reading experiment.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah. Even though it's more of a comedy thing, but.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have a prediction in here. Do you know what my prediction is inside here?
No.
No? That's correct. No. Right on. Perfect. Very good. Okay, now what I want you to do, so we'll use a little telepathy.
Okay.
I know you act. You probably have a favorite actress or actor. Who would that be?
Oh my God.
Who's your favorite actress?
I have so many. It's hard to
just
say.
the first one that comes to mind.
Okay.
And I have a prediction. Who is it? No, you tell me, because I have a prediction here. I'm going to show you that we're in sync here.
Okay, it's a theater actress from Spain called Nuria Esper.
Who is that? Nuria Spare? Okay, there, right there as a baby. That's perfect. Right? Very good. Now, if you would have said Oprah Winfrey, I would have had that one as well. Now, okay, what was your card? What was your card?
Oh, you need to know?
Yeah, tell me the card, because I have a
not
prediction.
secret?
I have a prediction. I know what your card is.
Okay, it's a heart, 4 hearts.
4 of hearts. Okay, 4 of hearts would be right there.
Uh-huh.
Very good, huh?
It's that one.
Yeah. Well, I knew that because it's right there.
Oh my God.
How's that?
It's amazing.
It's weird without an audience because I can't know how things are going. But there we go.
I'm impressed.
Well, good. Okay. Well, that ought to do that. And do you have any more questions for me?
Yeah. Tell me a joke. You are a comedian, right?
Well, when you're a doctor, does somebody say, "Go do surgery"? Can you do some surgery for me? Can you pull out a limb or what? No, because when you're a comedian, you don't really tell jokes because it's not like I take jokes out of a joke book. They're jokes that are inherent in my life. I talk about my kids, I talk about my mom, but it's not joke per joke. It's whole bits. And then I talk about my looks and things like that. So
I heard to some comedians that they say that they use the negative things that happen in their life and start to laughing about these things.
Yeah.
This is the way, the case.
Well, the weird thing when you're a comedian is it really opens up your senses. Like every time I can't drive down the road without jotting something on a piece of paper. It probably drives people nuts because, it's like the actors in Hollywood have their script on their car. You can't text, but you can read your script because I got to get in my character. But it's the same with a comedian because I have a notebook and I'll see something and I'll try to write while I'm driving. If there's CHP watching the show, I'm sorry, I apologize. I apologize. No, but you just see things, and then I always have a piece of paper. I'm always writing things down. Just anything that seems odd to me, I'll notate it down. And I won't necessarily use it, but it just triggers so many things. And then a lot of times I'll have an idea, I'll write it down, and then when I get home, I'm constantly writing. I write at least an hour a day. And then I'll just take those little bits and eventually they'll become part of an act.
In your personal life, Chris, do you laugh about your life a lot?
Yeah. One thing I laugh about a lot is my mother. My mother's still living. She's like 87 years old. And this was the funniest thing. I had a joke that I talked about my nose because I have a prominent nose. And I said, well, my dad was a Jew, my mom was an anteater. And it was just a joke, and it was a stupid joke, and a lot of people just didn't get it anyway. But I put it on my MySpace, and my mom found the clip of the joke, and she was down at a senior center with a bunch of her friends, and they're all going, "Oh, your son is so mean. He shouldn't say that." And she called me up, and I go, "It's a joke, Mom. I'm a comedian. I'm supposed to make up jokes." And I go, "It is true that I'm half Jewish, so I can say that about my nose." And she goes, "Well, I'm not an anteater." I'd go, "Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna be the the son of an anteater." So it's funny. But that things like that happen, and I remember, And that eventually becomes part of your act too, just little things like that.
So you laugh a lot about your mother.
My mother, my kids, and my son. My son wanted to join the Marines, and I'm thinking, why would he want to do that? I mean, I think it's okay to be in the military, but I don't want him to get hurt, And I remember when he was a little kid and he'd hurt himself all the time. I go, you get hurt over there, it's not going to be this. I'm not going to be able to put a Band-Aid on you. So, but now he's got a job, so everything's good. But there's just little parts of your life when you do comedy, everything becomes part of your act. And you just have to balance it, because I don't want to ever offend anybody. I don't ever like to have anything in my act where somebody's going to come back and get mad.
So your comedy hat is your own life?
Yeah, my own life and, experiences I've had, when I go on auditions and, just some of the nonsense that goes on in the whole business world. Nonsense?
Oh,
yeah,
tell me more.
Well,
what is nonsense?
Just the nonsense of the whole acting profession, when you go on auditions and stuff. It's so funny because there's just a parade of people. I go on auditions, and there's always guys that we're all in the same age group. We all kind of look similar, and there's like 15 of us waiting to go in for an audition. And then we all know each other. So I go to audition for one part, and I go to another one. It's like, hey, how you doing, Joe? Good to see you again. And it's like only one guy's going to get the part, but you run into the same people all the time because of your age.